Hi friends, how are you? By blessings of God, you are doing well. So this is Dr. A B JENA, faculty member, PG Department of Business Management, as well as the coordinator of PG Department of Commerce, Fakirimoni University, Vyasavihar, Balasuru, Odisha. Friends, once again I am welcoming to all of you to your channel, to my channel, Dr. A B JENA Classes. Friends, आज हम डिस्कशन करेंगे very interesting and the vital content so far as the board exam is concerned. So आज का डिस्कशन है फ्रेंड्स, what is the basic difference between that is the direct tax and indirect tax. So friends, so far as today's discussion is concerned, so आज का discussion particularly in the income tax or GST and indirect tax definitely in the board exam, and it's the common question friends, you will get it. फिर भी आज का डिस्कशन विल बी वेरी वेरी यूजफुल एंड फ्रूटफुल होगा, पर्टिकुलर दैट इज द CA ICWA फाउंडेशन कोर्स के लिए, एज वेल एज दैट इज द BCom MCom एंड MFC MBA बोर्ड एग्जाम. सो फिर भी आज का डिस्कशन विल बी वेरी वेरी यूजफुल एंड फ्रूटफुल होगा इन दैट इज द PG PhD entrance examination as well as that is the lectureship exam. So friends, without wasting our golden time or losing our valuable time, let's start to the discussion what is the basic difference between the direct tax and indirect tax. So friends, in this video content you will get more basis of a comparison point. So I am requesting to all of you, don't skip the video from beginning to till end. You watch it, definitely you will be more and more comfortable in your upcoming board exam. So before discussion, I am wishing all the very very best for your upcoming board exam. So क्या बात है, let's start today's discussion. Friends, I have already told you, so don't skip the video. So it's a the small video और छोटा सा video content. So first one basis of comparison point क्या है, meaning, what is the meaning of direct tax and what is the meaning of indirect tax. So friends, when the impact and incidence of a tax falls one and the same person known as what, the direct tax, here the taxpayer is the first bearer, whereas the tax imposed on the use of products or goods and services is known as what, it's an indirect tax. So here the taxpayer may be one person, but the taxpayer is always the customer or consumer. So next one, the tax levied. So direct tax is levied on the net income or profits of the taxpayer, may be the individuals or businesses, whereas but the indirect tax is levied on the sale of goods and services. So in this point, that is the government will levy or charge the tax, both the direct and indirect tax. So next one friends, हम देखेंगे mode of tax payment. So direct tax is one that the taxpayer pays direct to the government, whereas indirect tax is one that can be passed on or shifted to another person or group by the person or businesses that owes it. So here the direct tax is paid directly to the government, whereas that we are paying the indirect tax to the government indirectly. The best example is when we are purchasing anything. So at the time of purchasing we are paying the tax, and the businessman, I mean the seller, or in the case of a hotel or the owner of the hotel, will pay the indirect tax in the form of that is the GST to the government. So that's why so indirect tax is paid indirectly. Next one friends, so friends, for your kind information, I have already posted one video that is the important terms of that is the tax. Kindly watch the posted video, as well as for the SSB and PGT series, as well as the ugc-net JRF series. So I have also posted the separate video for the SSB PGT commerce, SSB PGT commerce, as well as the SSB, that is the commerce series, as well as the ugc-net JRF series. So kindly go through the posted video. So there you will get the more ideas or the things with regard to the direct tax and indirect tax. So next one friends, हम देखेंगे shifting the tax. The direct tax cannot be shifted to or that is the shifted or transferred to any other person or group, but indirect tax can be shifted to any other person or a group. So I have already discussed by citing the example by purchasing the goods as well as taking the meal in the hotel. So next one is the governing body or council. So direct taxes are governed by the Central Board of Direct Taxes, so CBDT. Friends, in the semester exam, friends, you will get that is the short question as well as that is the long question. What is the full form of CBDT? And friends, it stands for Central Board of Direct Taxes. But that is the most of the indirect taxes are governed by the GST Council, Goods and Services Tax Council. Next one, friends, the tax incident or the first button. Friends, here the impact and incidence of the tax is one and the same person in the case of where direct tax, whereas the incidence of the tax is on ultimate consumer in the case of indirect tax. Next one, friends, हम देखेंगे the tax collection. The tax collection is difficult in the case of direct tax, but the tax collection is easier in the case of indirect tax. Next one, what are the examples of direct tax and what are the examples of indirect taxes? So examples of direct tax or taxes are the income tax, wealth tax, professional tax, house tax, water tax, electricity tax. So these are the examples of direct tax, whereas the examples of indirect taxes are the sale tax, that is the VAT, value added tax, custom duty, excise duty, GST. Friends, now the GST has replaced almost or most of the indirect taxes. So next one, friends, हम देखेंगे that is the distributive effect. So direct tax are progressive and reduce the inequalities by nature, whereas indirect taxes are regressive and are widen the gap of inequalities. Next one, देखेंगे friends, the flexibility, the direct tax are flexible as compared to the indirect tax, and but the indirect taxes are less flexible as compared to the direct tax. So next one, basis of comparison point क्या है friends? It's the growth oriented. So direct taxes are less growth oriented as compared to the indirect taxes, whereas the indirect taxes are more growth oriented as compared to the direct taxes. So tax paid directly or indirectly. So friends, I have already told you the taxpayer pays directly the tax to the government from his or her income or wealth. So here, friends, so that is the only the central government, I mean the government of India, will collect or will charge the direct tax, whereas it's but the taxpayer pays indirectly to the government while purchasing the goods and services. So here, so friends, I have already discussed in that is the important terms in that is the tax. So here, what is this? CGST is there, SGST is there, then UTGST is there, then IGST is there. So what is the meaning of so this? The GST I have already discussed. Kindly go through the posted video. So next one, friends, हम देखेंगे the final burden of tax. The first and final burden is one on the same person in the case of direct tax, but or whereas the final burden of indirect tax is on consumer. So when we are purchasing anything, so we are the consumer and we are paying it that is we are taking the final burden, I mean we will pay the tax. Next one, friends, हम देखेंगे the point of levy. So here the direct taxes are paid or levied after income reaches in the hands of a taxpayer, but all may or may not be the taxpayer or the direct taxpayer, but all of us when we are purchasing anything, so we are paying what is this, that is the indirect tax. So next one, friends, हम देखेंगे that is the tax evasion. What is this? The tax evasion, friends, what is this? It's that is the illegal practice to avoid in paying the true tax liability. But its opposite is what is this? Tax avoidance. What is this? It's a legal way to taxpayer to avoid or minimize in paying the taxes And friends, so here the taxpayer will take some advantages due to the shortcomings of some income tax rule. So friends, here the tax evasion is comparatively more in unorganized sector, but the tax evasion is comparatively less in a organized sector. So here friends, a taxpayer can avoid the tax with the help of or consultation of the financial advisor or chartered accountant. And here the taxpayer will get some tax benefits. So next one friends, some the impact of price of goods. The direct taxes are usually do not affect the prices of goods and services, whereas or but the taxes on goods or services usually increases the prices of the goods and services in the case of indirect taxes. Friends, now that is the tax, that is the GST tax rate is there. So kindly go to the or go through the Google or kindly go through the posted video. In initially I have already told you. Then the act, so far as the act is concerned, so income tax act or the direct tax are governed by, that is the income tax act. Friends, you have to remember 1961, whereas most of the, that is the indirect taxes, that is governed and managed through the GST act. It's a 2017. So friends, so these are all about today's discussion. I am hopeful that so you have learned a lot. So during the discussion, if any mismatch or gap you find, kindly give your available comment and suggestion in the comment section. So before concluding our discussion, so I am wishing all the very best for your upcoming board exam. So friends, again I am requesting, if you like this video lecture, kindly share it, kindly forward it. I am waiting your valuable comment and suggestion. Kindly give your valuable comment and suggestion in the comment section. So thanks a lot to all of you.